Hello and welcome to the latest episode of MusicSceneSD TV, brought to you by Concerts.cafe and Local Umbrella Media, who takes care of the print side of things. We're going to start off today's episode with yet more Staring at the Sun news. Yes, this fine compilation, which features 46 bands, 47 tracks, because one band got on there twice, is going to be available for free starting tomorrow at several locations around San Diego, and they are Rock and Roll San Diego in the Point Loma area, Vespa Motorsport in downtown San Diego, and Vinyl Junkies in South Park. Make sure you pick up your free copy. Who's on this wonderful compilation? Well, how about this? The Monroes, The Naked Eye, Cambrian Shores, The Sleepwalkers, The Tourmaliners, Wayne Riker, Mittens, The Skylar Lutz Band, Spiritual Motels, Falling Doves with Pete Best, yes, Pete Best of the Beatles, the original Starfire, Sons of Edison, Sometimes Julie, Savannah Philia, and much, much more. So pick up a free copy whenever you can. You're going to love it. In further San Diego music news, Satanic Puppeteer Orchestra, everybody's favorite human and robot duo, have a brand new album out called Balance a Checkbook. Now, as wonderful as the electronica music and the humor is on this thing, it's the packaging that is really, really going to impress you. And this one has incredible artwork by Michael Buckmiller, as well as a lot of the neat little extras that he includes in his releases that just make this thing a wonderful joy to behold. And these include this time out a full color insert, etched clear vinyl, and a collection of Satanic Puppeteer Orchestra coins and Monopoly-like cash. So if you're a collector of cool packaging, excellent music from San Diego, stuff done by robots or robot human duos in general, you need this album, Balance the Checkbook by Satanic Puppeteer Orchestra. You're going to love it. In local concert news, there's two shows coming up that are particularly well worth spotlighting. On October 23rd, the Bostonia Ballroom, yes, that legendary country music venue in El Cajon, is making a return with a special concert featuring Deke Dickerson, one of the best guitar players on the planet today. If you're a fan of country western music, you won't want to miss this return of the Bostonia Ballroom in El Cajon on October 23rd. Meanwhile, on October 9th, you'll be able to catch a set by legendary singer Gary Puckett. Gary Puckett is a San Diego original. You know him from songs such as Young Girl, Over You, etc., etc., etc. And making this show extra special, well, besides the fact that it's free, is that the original Starfires are going to open, and they feature Eli Holland as well as Lori Beebe Lewis, who you may know as one of the singers in the Latter Day Mamas and Papas. So this is going to be an incredible concert. It's free. It's October 9th. It's part of Foodie Fest in El Cajon, and it's absolutely a do not miss event. It's one of your rare opportunities to see Gary Puckett in his own hometown. See you there. In one of the more interesting pieces of music news right now, legendary performer Tom Waits, a well-known San Diegan who used to work at Napolitano's Pizza in South Bay, is a part of the cast of the new film Licorice Pizza. If the name Licorice Pizza sounds familiar, it's because it's a famous record store chain that existed in Southern California in the 70s and 80s. Now, the movie itself is not about a record store chain. It's a coming-of-age story that's set in the San Fernando Valley, stars Alana Haim and Cooper Hoffman, two well-known names. I think, Alana Haim is from the band Haim, etc. You don't want to miss it, though, because it's a really, really good period piece. If you've seen the trailer, it's amazing, and it just really, really warms the cockles of my heart, because I used to work at Licorice Pizza. That famed record store chain is getting a little bit of a shout-out in the title, so definitely check the movie out. It's out November 26th, goes into wider release on December 26th. The movie's called Licorice Pizza. You don't want to miss it. In new release news, one of the more interesting albums coming out right now features San Diegan Nathan East, one of the best bass players on the planet. The album is called The Lady in the Balcony Lockdown Sessions with Eric Clapton, which gives you an idea of the caliber of musicians that Nathan East is playing with these days. Nathan can also be heard, by the way, on the new Ringo Starr EP, playing bass on an updated version of Rock Around the Clock. Both Ringo's album, EP, Changed the World, and Eric Clapton's new album, Lady in the Balcony, are available now, and you don't want to miss them. Cheers, Nathan. Great job. And I also want to point out two just quick new releases that are out this week. One of them is Evening's Empire, brand new single, Fall Behind. Great alternative rock, very, very radio friendly. And also I want to recommend the new album by indie trio Sorry It's Over. It's a self-titled album, 11 tracks. You definitely want to hear it again. Indie rock, this one's a little more dreamy, but it's well worth hearing. Don't miss it. In other related brand new releases, something that collectors want to keep an eye out for is the reissue of Nirvana's Nevermind. Now, Nevermind has been in the news for other reasons recently, but this reissue comes with a bunch of bonuses that are particularly of note for San Diegans, and that is because it includes the full 1991 concert that they held at O'Brien Pavilion at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. So if you're a Nirvana collector and you collect San Diego concerts, this is a must. All 12 tracks are on the album. It sounds great, and it's a heck of a bonus to include on such a famous album. In brand new band news, we've got a new project from bassist Paul Denton, best known for his work with the Sleepwalkers. His new band is called the Lonesome Hounds and features, let me see here, Miff Larissy on guitar and Todd Caschetta on drums. So far, it's mostly covers in the country and western genre, but you know, Paul Denton and all these guys are fantastic musicians. You definitely want to check this out. And while we're speaking of new bands per se, this is not really a new band, but I want to point out that Baby Bushka is regrouping. They're a Kate Bush tribute band, and Marie Haddad will now be playing piano with them. So that is a wonderful bit of news. The Baby Bushka is continuing on, and Marie Haddad is joining them. So cheers, Marie. That's going to be a great project. Looking forward to the first concert in that series. In residency news, if you're a jazz fan, you will not want to miss legendary artist Holly Hoffman, who has a new weekly night Saturdays at the Westgate. The concerts take place from 6 to 8 p.m. evening on their outdoor veranda. So it's a beautiful location, wonderful music, and just a great event all around you don't want to miss. Finally, I want to point out that there's a very special event taking place on November 5th at the New Break Church in Ocean Beach, and that is the 3rd annual San Diego Music Hall of Fame. That's promoted by Jefferson J., a wonderful musician in town. He's also going to host the event, which will feature inductees, the Beat Farmers, Yale Strom, DJ Carlos Culture, Lisa Sanders, the Deering Family, and Bob Taylor and Kurt Listug of Taylor Guitars. This is an incredible event. It's a wonderful opportunity to honor some of the great artists and behind-the-scenes folks in our community, and I highly recommend that you do not miss this. This is separate from the San Diego Music Awards. It's a separate event, but just as worthy, and we really want to thank Jefferson J. for taking the time, the effort, and all the hard work that he has to put in to do this thing for us. So thanks, Jefferson. We appreciate it. Cheers. Hello and welcome to MusicSceneSD TV, the San Diego-based music show where we look at music both on stage and behind the scenes. I'm sitting here with photographer Sandra Castillo, and we've been talking about, well, one of those groups that you can't unsee, and we mean that in the nicest possible way, the Spice Pistols. Sandra here had the pleasure of interviewing them for New York-based magazine RG Magazine. Redundant there, but you got the picture. How did that come about? Yeah.
When I was writing for RG Magazine, I had heard about the Spice Pistols and thought that would be a really great group to interview. So I got in touch with Spike Mike, Harry Scary Spice, and he obliged. And so I sent a set of questions off to him. And then, of course, he and the other guys answered them, and I was able to get the article ran in the magazine.
Yeah, it's a really good article, but of course with the Spice Pistols, you can listen to the records, you can read the articles, you can look at the police reports, but it's not going to give you the full picture. This is a band that's all about the visuals. The music's great too, don't get me wrong, but the visuals. So with that, let's introduce the lead singer, John Risden. Come on down.
Hello, Bart.
Hello, how are we today?
Well, we're doing all right, mate. We're doing quite all right.
So this is not...
Hello, love. How's it going?
This is not a costume. We were able to grab him on the way to 7-Eleven, and he was kind enough to stop in and say hello.
Hello.
So I understand you're going on tour soon.
Yes, we're going to be going on tour with the legendary punk rock band Agent Orange.
Now, how did that happen?
Oh, wow. It's been a long, strange trip. And we played with them our 3rd show. We've been together about 3-4 years. And our 3rd show, we played the legendary Whiskey A Go-Go.
Wow.
And that's the show we played with Agent Orange.
And from there, great things happened.
It's just amazing it's a whirlwind, really.
So when does the tour start? When does it end?
So the tour will start this Saturday, July 31st. at the world famous Casbah, San Diego.
Great venue.
It's a great venue. Shout out to Tim Mays, and thank you for always being there for us.
Oh, well, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Now, you guys also have a new record coming out, right?
We do have a new record in the works, and so exciting to be able to do some writing and
yet
some
another
recording,
masterpiece.
and yes, we're so excited about it. So we've got several songs that were written by us, and then we of course throw a little bit of that pistol-y band from England, and then a little bit of that cute girl band from England. So
absolutely.
So we kind of tie them all together.
For anybody that doesn't know, the Spice Pistols generally they play originals as well, but the general gist of the sound is Spice Girls songs, Sex Pistol style, and Sex Pistol songs, Spice Girl style, sort of.
Absolutely, sort of.
It's a great lot of fun. And where do you get your costumes at? This is obviously not off the rack.
What are you talking about? Not off the rack. What do you think I can't fit into something off the rack?
Well, let's put it this way. This is not Gap Kids.
No, most of our costumes are made special for us. This cape it's quite fabulous. It's fashioned after Queen Elizabeth's cape.
She wears a cape.
She has a cape.
Wow. Okay.
She didn't know she was a superhero.
I had no idea.
That's why they say God save the Queen, you know.
Okay. Well, the next Avengers movie is going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's fashioned by Michelle Palermo.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, she did a magnificent job. And I modeled it a little bit backstage for her to post on one of her social media accounts.
Well, that sounds great. Yeah. What else have you got coming up besides the tour and the album? You guys have anything else that's percolating right now?
That's not enough for you.
Well, we want more. We want more.
You want more? All right.
We love the Spice Pistols.
All right. So what we've got going on is we are in some serious talks with a pretty amazing record label with international reach, and we're quite excited about it. We're not going to release any names yet, but know that it's coming around the corner.
You guys are taking things to the next level.
We're taking things to the next level, and we're going to be we've got the booking agency, the record company, we've got sponsorship deals going on. This is all really a dream come true, Bart.
God, it must be. Speaking of dreams come true, you guys were on America's Got Talent. What was that like? Did you get to meet Simon?
Well, I will tell you that we did get to meet Simon. Well, kind of. Him and I had a little bit of banter back and forth, and he wasn't a big fan of, shall we say, our style of rock and roll.
But he did say you sounded better.
I was about to say that. I'm glad you took the words right out of my mouth. He did say that we played the song "Wanna Be" by the Spice Girls, and we do our own version. He did say it was better than the original.
Well, that's well, there you go. I mean, that's high praise.
It's very high praise, actually.
That's phenomenal. Well, everybody, we're going to have the Spice Pistols up in just a moment to do two songs from the forthcoming album, correct?
We're going to be two songs, two originals from the forthcoming album.
It's Spice Train and Life's a Drag?
Life's a Drag and then Spice Train, and we're going to crush it for you.
As always, my friend, as always. Stay tuned to MusicSceneSD TV. The Spice Pistols will be up in just a second. Hello and welcome to MusicSceneSD TV's Cool Stuff segment. Although this time out, we're going to call it Gadget Corner because we've got Professor Mike Ruggiero here with us. Now, Mike is not just a pretty face, and I know that's hard to believe, but he's also a very creative person behind the scenes. Got his own line of guitar strings, and we're going to start first with something very different. He's got his own guitar pick. And I'm not just talking about, wait a minute, just a second, we got to build this up. I'm not just talking about a pick with somebody's name printed on it. Mike, take it away. Show them why this is special.
Well, thank you, Bart. Yes, my very own signature pick by Purple Plectrum. These are made to order. They're handmade. Very low efficient, coefficient resistance, meaning you can play and pick every single day and not wear this thing out. Don't let the thickness scare you, because in Purple Plectrum, they use very, virtuous materials, more high-end plastics. This is the UHMW, standing for Ultra Heavy Molecular Composite. And what that means is that it's got excellent tonal properties, available in 4 colors. Purple, hence purple plectrum. We also have white, blue, and black. These picks are amazing. Bart, go ahead and feel that.
Actually, I'll take it one step further and say I've played this. And I got to say, when Mike offered this to me to check out, I was not impressed. I'm thinking like he's handing me a chunk of wood, possibly a piece of bone from somebody that's been killed. But I didn't think much of it. But I started to play it, and this thing's really comfortable. It's much more comfortable actually than a regular pick. Just the way it's designed is really, really good. So I am actually impressed. This does work for me particularly better for acoustic playing, but it is definitely it's a wonder.
Well, thank you, Bart, very much. I appreciate that compliment. These are available, made to order. Give yourself 7 to 10 days to turn around at purpleplectrum.com and educate yourself, because if you're having wrist issues, the thickness, 31 by 27 and 6 millimeters thick, it is going to relax your carpals.
Professor Mike Ruggiero, Theory Thursday, guitar picks, check them out. They're well worth it. Hello and welcome back to Music Scene SD TV. They say that rock and roll never forgets. Well, here's some unforgettable rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spice Pistols. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spice Pistols. Don't miss them when they come to your town live.